All right, guys, welcome to this live stream. We're going to go live with this YouTube creator and we're going to watch this press conference that's coming up with the Boston University shooting. We're going to see what all they have to say. Is so far 2 individuals are dead, 8 others are injured, and we're going to jump right into this to see what's going on. So bear with me.
What were those other 2 locations you gave besides 68 and 115 Waterman?
116, 116.
All right, where's this 116 coming from?
I'm going to update the headline because a hospital put out a statement.
Apparent now, actually,
Exams were being given in the building where the shooting happened at the time of the shooting.
there is
A shelter-in-place order is still in effect.
Coming in, you need to send that my way for the list.
What's that?
We're going to dispatch these guys to first location. Let us know where these people are so we can send them out.
What were they just talking about on the scanner?
Yeah, you guys, 68 Waterman and 115 Waterman.
Just advise when you want an address.
This agenda-free TV
What were they
guy
just
is
talking
my
on the
favorite
scanner?
one, so you guys make sure you check his channel out.
They gave a couple addresses.
Awesome.
Keenan and Ricciardo are going to 68 Waterman.
Press conference will be about 9:30 p.m. Eastern
I don't know if that's
Standard
related
Time.
to this. Hold on.
We'll go as long as I have on here. I'm not sure quite how long it is. But
Blackstone A1 Providence Fire.
68 Waterman is just a few blocks away from where the shooting
Washington.
happened.
Blackstone A1 Providence Fire. We got clear 325 Washington. Blackstone A1 Providence Fire.
right here it says 2 dead, 7
Clear.
critical in Brown
325.
University shooting.
Maybe I can listen to it on my phone. Let me replay it from myself.
Thanks. Really appreciate it. 2111. Received anytime.
Portsmouth Med 1 to Providence Fire Alarm on Unicity.
Portsmouth, come in.
Zericon 6116 Waterman.
Portsmouth Med 1 and Rescue 1 to clear
Excuse me.
325 Washington Street. You guys did a great job tonight. Thank you.
Portable 262, that's WV,
Roger. Thank you very much.
Right here you can see the press getting ready for the conference at 9:30. It is currently, we have 10 minutes, 11 tops
Roger.
before this conference allegedly starts.
Stafford, that little. Stafford, that 115 receive. I did get the 911 confirmation that somebody 10-6 is a 116.
Thank you, Siri.
Engine 7, man. Operations, go ahead, Engine 7.
So this is basically a weight game,
Cleared them all out.
but I just thought maybe I'd do this for my viewers could see live what's going on.
115 Waterman. We have to clear this whole building.
115
Operations,
Waterman.
Engine 7. We're all set with manpower up here right now, so you can go in service. Go back to the station.
They need to clear the whole building.
2112.
Did anyone acknowledge that? I need 4 more SRU guys to come to 115 Waterman.
Engine 7, again. Operations, go ahead, Engine 7.
Okay, that's right near the shooting. Okay, so they're trying to
Engine
clear
7
buildings.
operations, they have cleared them all out. They're releasing us. Where would
He
you like
spoke earlier about
So-
Annabeth Mendez, are you on the channel?
it's kind of hard to talk when he's talking.
So 115 Waterman is right here. It's like right next to practically to where the building where the shooting was. They're clearing the different buildings so they can get the people who've been locked down out of the buildings.
Which
Operations
location are
Engine
you assigned
7.
to?
We're all set with manpower up
There's
here right
also
now, so you
reports
can go in
earlier of
service.
another shooting
Half
a
of
little
Engine
down
14
the
is
like
at
6 blocks down the
Confrence
street. He
Performing Arts.
reported,
If you want to drop off Engine
and over
14
the
player and
police
pick up
speaker,
your other member, we're
they
going in service.
responded and just wanted them to check it out to make sure it wasn't related.
Already headed that way. Operations.
All right. One of you stay with the car. I need one of you to come inside into the lobby of 115 Waterman Street and stay with the students down here for.
You would think they'd make a bigger
there's
deal
still-
about
there's
the
still
suspects still
students
being
in
on
that
the
building
loose.
near the shooting. So they're trying to clear the building so they can get them out of here, out of there.
Operations Engine 7. Engine 7.
Yeah, one of them earlier 911
Half of
calls
Engine
after
14
the
is
shooting
at
about
Performing
another
Arts.
alleged
If
shooting
you
down
want
the
to
road.
drop off Engine 14
They had a
player
police
and pick
escort
up
the
your other
ambulance
member
or
before
whatever
going in
responded
service
to the
after
call.
you text.
They wanted an officer to be with them
Received,
just
already
in
headed that way.
case.
Operations.
They're just. I don't think that they've heard that the shooter's in that building. They don't want to let people out of buildings. They want to be very careful, and one by one, they're going to each building, making sure that there's everything is safe in the building, and then they I believe escort the people in the building out who've been
At
locked
the bottom
down
of this
there.
Chiron,
But,
there's a
I
shelter
mean,
in
the
place
campus has
order.
been
It's
on
still in
lockdown,
effect
I
on
believe,
campus.
for roughly 5 hours now. And as far as we know, this shooter is still on the loose.
Operations to Battalion 1.
Now, the shooting it
But we got a
allegedly has
briefing coming
occurred
up
at
in
Brown
15 minutes.
University in Providence, Rhode Island.
Chief of the
Around-
rescues
I'm
at
sorry,
your
that was
location. Which rescues have rescue task force gear?
Stand by.
Asking for the rescue task force. All right.
Maybe I'll put this.
I'm hoping this time don't run out before I can cover this conference.
Battalion 1 operation.
Battalion 1.
Engine 2 and Gordon are out there too. Roger, Engine 2, 2116. Battalion 1.
Operations, go ahead. Chief of the rescues at your
Between the
location.
rescue and the
which
engines on the
rescues
task
have
force,
rescue
we can
task
outfit
force gear?
4 members with gear on each one. Stand by.
Hopefully this don't mess nothing up. I'm gonna check it out real quick.
Operations received. Of those 4 rescues, which ones have vests and helmets? We're going to start clearing out rescues. The rescues that have task force gear will remain on scene.
Operations Rescue 6 and Rescue 7 have gear.
Operations received.
Battalion 1 operation.
Operations, go ahead.
Between the rescue and the engines on the task force, we can outfit 4 members with gear on each one.
The Washington Post reports that
Operations received. Of those 4 rescues, which ones have
sorry, we're getting some
vests and
repeats
helmets?
on the
We're going to
scanner.
start
Yeah, I'm
clearing
not
out
sure.
rescues. The rescues that have task force.
Sorry, getting some repeating on the scanner. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm not
So
sure.
on
Operations to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1.
Okay, we are currently
You can let rescue
4 minutes
go
out.
service and clear the scene.
Receive.
They're never
I
on
changed it
time
to
though,
7
so
critical
don't
because
quote
based
me.
on the hospital statement that came out after the press conference, there were 7 in critical condition, and we've heard about 2 others injured. The hospital said they had 1 other patient in stable condition, and we all heard on the scanner about somebody who discovered they had shrapnel injury on their back, from the shooting. So we heard about that.
Yep.
But what I was going to mention is, Washington Post says they talked to a junior at Brown University who called his girlfriend at 4:13 p.m. 2 minutes later, he told the Post, she called him back and told him her younger brother, a freshman, had been shot in the thigh. Her brother had been shot at a study session for an introductory economics course in Auditorium 166 in the building and was in the hospital but was okay. So according to the Washington Post, a witness they talked to, somebody whose girlfriend, I guess, whose her girlfriend's brother apparently
Something
got
had to
shot.
occur
He
because
had been in the building in Auditorium 166. He had a study session in Auditorium 166 for an economics course. Although I don't know if he was in that room when this happened. He might have been outside the study session taking a break or something when it happened. So I don't know. But it doesn't sound like he was taking a final exam there.
you would think they would be doing more about where the suspect is. You know what I mean? Like cordon off, like so many blocks or whatever, and search for him. Couldn't have went too far, depending on how fast the police responded.
14 Delta, just letting you know.
He was the suspect was reported wearing black. I remember him saying all black. I think they said he may have had a pistol or something.
Operations received. Engine 7's headed over your way. You're going to be switching off with that other member.
I'll bring you the latest updates here.
That is all set. The switch is all set.
Press conference coming up,
Chief,
press
that
briefing.
switch
You
is
can
great.
see it on your
That is
screen
all
right
set. The
now.
switch is all set.
Operations received. Thank you.
Should be any minute now. They start, but
We do
they
have
never
audio
start
in the
on
room.
time. On time.
The audio works, but I'm going to turn it off for a second so we can hear the scanner. Thank you, Jean-Paul Lachance. Thank you, Jean-Paul Lachance. Sevenfold, Mike Fleck, Con 939, Math Guy.
Don't start your skipping, man.
Sir, go ahead.
So can we get a couple of cars to assist patrol the field on Angel here with an escort? A couple guys that have cars.
Now, just so we're clear, this is Agenda Free TV's live feed.
Again, sir?
So it's the property of this man right here. And I will also add it in the description because I'm not trying to get copyright.
Thank you again to all of our moderators. I really appreciate all of our moderators who've been in our chat rooms.
All right. It's supposed to be starting right now, so we'll see how late they are.
Just shouting out our moderators, people like
I'll make sure I didn't mute it.
Ruth and Roberts Mayqueen, thanks for moderating. 13 Alamo, Bastion Girl, J. Joanna, Matthew Kohai 3, McBritches, and Riff Tracks. Thank you so much. Linda Belk, Larry, and Misha on X. Big thanks for moderating. I really appreciate all of our moderators who have been in the chat rooms as we wait for the new press conference. In about 7 minutes, it's supposed to start.
Yeah, that was
right
7 minutes ago. You said that it should already been started. Let's get back onto here. Please stay working.
And Kay Lowry, Body, Margaret Riley, Shannon Davis Hughes over there on Facebook. Thank you.
Hold on 1 second.
Fall River Medic 14, Providence Metro.
All right. Just want to make
Chevy,
sure.
this is 447-939. It'd be helpful to move it because we're running buses both ways up and down the tunnel. 447-939. It's a Chevy Impala. Call out last cars coming in service from this point forth. Switch to channel 6 and put yourself on the board.
Battalion 2 is back in service. Battalion 2.
Roger, Battalion 2, 2131.
Dispatch, do me a favor. Hit the tones.
31 after the
447-939.
hour.
Chevy Impala. We need to move it ASAP. It's parked on Deer Street at the tunnel for the buses.
At any moment now, the press briefing will
Now
start.
you're listening to the scanner. The scanner of the police is on broadcastify.com.
Reg 447-939.
Just so my viewers know. And again, this guy, he's excellent. He's a good streamer. I watch him all the time. So make sure you go to his page and check him out on YouTube as well.
New update from Brown University. They just posted that the campus is still in lockdown.
Battalion 1.
The campus is still in lockdown, Brown University says. It's imperative that all members of our community remain sheltered in place.
100 right now in the basement.
100 there. 100 there.
I'm going to try something here. Don't.
You can put engine 9 back service. They're going to be on North Main Street for the night, though. They'll have to go back to approach just yet because that thing. Have to go back and surf and go to.
Dispatch 403.
And one received.
Again,
Who's badge 210? That's whose car this is. We need to move immediately.
the
Badge
university
210.
just said the
back
campus
to
is
the car.
still in lockdown. People need
Does
to keep
anybody know
all
who
their
that
doors
is?
locked.
Call them on the phone. Tell them to move their car.
People need to keep all their doors locked and no movement across campus. That's over 5 hours of lockdown. The law enforcement response remains ongoing.
Oh, no crap.
Check. 1, 2.
We're going to get the ball rolling on this.
There is a lot of press at this press briefing.
Might as well have a cancer stick while I wait. This is classic. Their wait times is anywhere
Mayor
from half
Smiley
hour
just
to an hour
posted
and a
the
half.
shelter in place remains in place.
I know during that shooting in Tennessee at the church school, man, I was waiting an hour and a half late for their press briefing. Then they had to switch it to another location, and
This briefing was originally going to be at 9. Then they said 9:30. But who knows? Maybe they gotten a bunch of new information. We'll see.
yeah, that could be
See
it.
what
If
they
they
have to
got
say.
more leads or they got a break on something, that's what's taking them longer, maybe.
Thoughts with everybody in the Brown University community. Just horrible.
I wanted to use my original thing today.
Oh, hold
My
on.
original
It's about to
mic.
start. I'm going to turn the scanner off now. Scanner are getting muted. We're muting the scanner. Here we go. Here we go.
It didn't work out that way. All right, they're lining up. Let's do this.
President, please. Good evening, everybody. Again, I'm Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. We're here to provide an update on the ongoing investigation from this afternoon's horrific attack and terrible act of violence in our community. In just a moment, we'll hear from our governor, Governor Dan McKee, and from Brown University President Chris Paxson. Then there are other officials, including and especially law enforcement officials who are here and able to answer questions. But the three of us will be the only formal speakers, and then we'll take all of your questions and continue to try to be as transparent as possible. As I mentioned at the earlier update, this is an evolving situation, and there are details that are subject to change, and so we want to continue to recognize that we're not done yet, and so we will continue to update, and please bear with us if we learn more or if there are additional details. One of the new details that I'm sorry to have to share is that there is one additional victim of today. So now there are 9 injured individuals. There was one additional victim who had left the scene. It was not a gunshot wound. The individual learned that they had received fragments from the shooting that had occurred near them, and so they have non-life-threatening injuries, but is now the 9th victim who is in.
Thank the good Lord.
Is expected to have a full recovery. Additionally, we want to make sure the community knows the individual responsible is still at large, but importantly, at the conclusion of this,
I wonder if they're going to give the name.
Releasing a short video showing an image of the suspect. That will be available to all of you when we've finished this briefing. We know there's a lot of fear and anxiety in the community right now, and we want folks to know that while it is the case that the shelter in
I will
place
also try to get
remains
that
in
video
effect
as soon as I can for you
broader
guys.
Brown community, that includes campus and the neighborhoods surrounding the campus. We are doing everything we can, and we've been receiving tremendous assistance from our partners in law enforcement. The governor, under his leadership with the state police, has been terrific. The FBI, the ATF, and many communities around Rhode Island have assisted. There are over 400 officers currently in the area assisting with both the investigation and to ensure the safety of the Providence community. Additionally, Providence Fire has been deployed to venues of assembly. We know that this is a busy time. It's a Saturday night in the holiday season, and so you may see firefighters at the mall, at PPAC, at Roger Williams Park, and we don't want anyone to be concerned that there are any issues, but rather we want folks who are out in the community tonight to see a person in a position of authority and to feel safe in our community. We have no reason to believe that there are any additional threats at this time. Any calls that have been
There's no
received,
additional threats, but the
in last
suspect's
several
still on the
hours to
loose.
911 have been unrelated.
Hopefully
and
the school
we-
was his only
there have been
target.
no additional calls for service or calls of anything related to this incident. The video that will be released is from that building where the shooting occurred, which is the Barrison Holly building, looking towards Hope Street. And as I
The
mentioned, that will be
Barrison
shared
Holly
as soon as we
building, I
conclude.
believe he said.
We are still encouraging, as we did earlier, for anyone who thinks that they might have information relevant to the investigation to call the police, the Providence Police non-emergency line, which is 401-272-3121, 401-272-3121. Of course, you can also call 911, but if you have information that you think might be able to assist in our investigation, please give us a call. At this time, I'd like to turn the mic over to our Governor, Dan McKee, who's been in touch with federal, state partners and has been a tremendous assistance to us here in Providence throughout the evening. Governor?
Hey, Mayor, and thank you for your leadership and all your entire team.
If you didn't hear, this is the
collaborating
governor of the
for
state.
Your team, and we're doing just that. All our state resources are available, not only to the mayor, but also Brown University, which our hearts go out to Brown University. I have had calls along with the mayor, with the FBI director, Patel, who's offered assistance to us as well.
Sorry, I had to
direct
open my
assistance.
soda.
I just received a call from the President Trump as well, expressing the same type of urgency and the same type of offers to respond to us in a way that we, one, keep people safe, but also two, we're going to make sure that we catch the individual that brought so
Again,
much
2 are deceased, and there are 7 in critical condition, and at
suffering
least
to
2 other
so many
people were
And,
also
so with
injured.
that, I would just say that we're going to continue to work together.
One, I'm
State
sure,
police
the
is
one
on
the
board.
suspect- or the
We know that there's going to be needed for some counseling
officer just
strategies, so
mentioned.
we've already activated that through our health department. And we'll make sure that we take the lead from the mayor and then provide all the assistance we possibly can along with your lead as well, President Paxton. So with that, I'll give the mic back to you.
Thank you, Governor. Now we'll introduce Brown University President Christine Paxson. Brown PD was the first to respond and has been an incredible partner. And we have 2 priorities right now as a community. 1, to bring the individual responsible to justice, and 2, to pray for the full recovery of those affected. The Brown community's heart is breaking, and Providence's heart is breaking along with it. We're a week and a half away from Christmas, and all of us are getting calls from concerned families, parents, employees, relatives. And so, President, we just want you to know that Providence and Brown stand together today, tomorrow, and in the months ahead. Please.
Thank you. Yes, this is the day that one hopes never happens, and it has. I really appreciate everything that the local law enforcement and everybody is doing to help find this person, make sure that we can be safe as a community.
Christina
Our focus
Paxson,
right now
Brown
is on
University president.
supporting the families who have been affected by this, the families of the 2 students who sadly lost their lives today, as well as the 8, now 9 students who are in the hospital. We've been in touch with their families.
No, I wonder how long it's going to
soon.
take for us to get the
But,
motive.
you know, we will come together as a community and we'll get through this. Currently, the students are still all in lockdown, as are people in the area. And hopefully we can get them back to their dorms and feeling safe and secure as soon as possible. But thank you for everything you're doing now.
Thank you, Chris.
All righty.
We'll take questions for law enforcement personnel, anyone who's here today, and share as much information as we can at this time.
Can we,
Dan.
Dan J from Channel 10, Mayor, can you talk a little bit about what we're going to see in this video? Or can
You want to describe what they're going to see in the
We're going to
video?
ask Commander O'Hara to answer that question.
Sure. What you're going to see is a video from the building where this incident took place, 184 Hope Street. It's of who we believe is the suspect, leaving that area, walking on Hope Street and taking a right on Waterman towards the water. He's going to be wearing dark clothing. You're not going to be able to see his face. Dark gray or black clothing. And some of the witnesses have also told us that he may have been wearing a camouflage gray mask. That is unconfirmed. But if anybody should recognize this person in any way, seen him earlier, recognize his gait, obviously we want to know about that as soon as
you
possible.
had said, or somebody had said, and I want to make sure we're correct in reporting this, that he may have walked out of a building. And I'm wondering, how did he get access to the building, and is there video from inside the building?
That I don't have the answer if there's video inside that building that depicts him. There is video inside that building. However, I haven't seen him on video inside that building. And he did walk out of the building. He
Can
walked
you
away.
explain that to me in all of us? So he was in the building, we don't have video of him in the building.
We haven't recognized him in the video yet. We do see some video from inside the building of a commotion. Clearly students are running. However, we don't have from the video that I've seen so far.
They don't have the suspect on footage yet.
Depicted in a video.
Is there any reason to believe this is international terrorism, or is this just some disgruntled
That we don't know.
a disgruntled student that just came in to shoot up because he was upset about final?
I believe he asked about if it's terrorism, and they said they don't know at this point.
Tips since the last briefing?
Yes, some tips have been coming in, and we have been running them down. We're going to be using the assistance of the FBI to categorize all the tips that come in so that we have it in an orderly format for us to look at. But yes, we have had some tips. None of them have worked out for us yet.
Do you think, like, do you have a better idea than we did just 3 hours ago? Since at least now you have a visual image.
Yes, a little bit better, but we're still not there yet, John.
Has law enforcement
Ian.
done inside the building?
Ian first.
Commander, has law enforcement done any building by building search of the area, surrounding area?
Yes, we have. We've gone through some buildings. We've made sure that students that who barricaded themselves in were safe. We removed them, and they're now in a reunification center.
How far has that search gone into the residential area around Brown?
It's gone to all the buildings that we think that were affected by it. Any student that called us and said that they were barricaded and they didn't feel safe, those are the buildings that we checked.
Deputy Chief, did that video show gun?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't show gun? And also, Mayor, the president confirmed that all of the victims are students at Brown University.
I can't confirm that. I don't have that information to confirm.
That's what you just said, right?
That's what I've been told, yes.
That all of the victims, including the two that passed, are students at Brown
The
University.
last one who came in recently, I'm not sure.
Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. The media are literally trying to put words in people's mouths just to get at Trump. It's ridiculous. It's about everything. It don't matter what it is.
Well, the incident took place inside the building. Yes.
Where in the building did it happen?
There's legitimate shit to
Happened inside
complain
of a-
about Trump about, especially on what he promised everybody. But just blame them for stuff like this, saying stuff that's incorrect and stuff like
No,
that.
it hasn't.
Come
Have you
on.
talked to any of the
Sorry,
victims?
Steph.
Can you walk us through what you now know about the timeline of events? What time did the suspect walk into the building and how quickly did he begin shooting? Did he go straight for the classroom? And was it the students who were taking finals?
I don't know what the students were doing in this classroom. However, I don't also know how he entered the building that we're working on.
Okay, so you don't know that yet. And
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he walked in on his feet.
how much age does he seem in the video?
He could be in his 30s,
no,
but we're not
just
positive. That's
logically
that's our
thinking.
first. That's our first inclination.
He probably
Yeah.
opened the door to go
Sir, can you
in,
speak to the type of presence from the
possibly
federal
an
government
elevator
down
up
here?
to the whatever
What type of
floors.
personnel do you expect in the coming days, specifically tomorrow?
So right now we're working with ATF and the FBI who are present right now. Those are the federal agents that we're working with.
Deputy Chief, based on the bullets, Deputy Chief, do we know what kind of gun?
We don't have the gun identified yet. No.
What type of activity are they engaged in? Are they doing data collection, evidence collection?
Data collection, evidence collection, and video collection.
Go ahead.
How many other people were inside the classroom?
That I'm not sure of. I don't know how many students were in there.
President Paxton, could you maybe answer some of the questions about the Brown students? What was
You
that-
guys let me know if I talk too much during these too, because I haven't done that many of them.
I don't know that.
But
Sir, you had a
let me
question?
know
Go.
how, if it's too much or.
The shelter-in-place orders or evacuation spread to other parts of the city? Because we've heard that happen at the moment.
No, they have not. The shelter in place has not changed. It remains in effect for the Brown campus and the surrounding neighborhood. City of Providence, you know, if you live near Brown, that's where the shelter in place is in effect. It is not in effect in other
Again,
neighborhoods.
before we
because
close
have no
here, I just want
reason
to again
believe,
tell everybody
that there is any particular
this is not
threat
my
beyond
content.
the campus
This is-
area
this
at this
man-
time.
this guy's
As I mentioned at the
content
press
up
briefing
here,
before this, I'll
Agenda Free
reiterate right
TV
now.
on YouTube.
In
This
this
stream
day and
belongs
age,
to him.
there is a lot of misinformation that can spread
just live
as it
streaming his
pertains
live
to
stream.
official updates
So-
regarding the shelter in place or any future announcements. Please follow the
I
City
don't
of
want no
Providence
copyright
official social
infractions or
media
anything, so
channels.
I just wanna
We've
make
also
that
put out updates through our 311 system, but the City of Providence on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram will be updating throughout the evening. If that did not come from an official channel, then it is not official. Right now, the shelter in place is the same as it had been earlier, and it remains the same.
Mayor,
Please, Ed.
How is the shelter in place message being conveyed to the neighborhood? Is it through just?
I didn't hear that.
So we have all of the above. We have conveyed it through the media. We've conveyed it through our official social media channels. We've pushed it out through our 311 system, which is the city service system. We've been in touch with our city council leaders throughout the neighborhood, including our councilman, John Gonsalves, from this neighborhood, who have their own distribution channels through newsletters and such. And for all of you who are Rhode Islanders, you know this is a close-knit community. That is our strength, particularly in this moment. We are all in touch with our neighbors. We are all in touch with our loved ones at this moment, and we are sharing information as directly and honestly as we can. And we will continue to push out updates through those same various channels. Please, in the way back.
Is there any indication of when students were sheltering in place in public campus buildings when they would be allowed to at least leave and go to those relocation sites?
There is no notification about when that might end because we will make that announcement when we feel like it is safe to do so. And so we
Clearly,
don't
they're
have a
gonna have to
timeline
find
on
the
that, and nor
suspect.
should we have a timeline on that. Safety is the primary concern right now, and bringing the responsible individual to justice is our top priority.
Is it your belief that there's just one suspect or people helping him? And if people are helping him.
Now, I'm assuming there's a current manhunt going on as well simultaneously.
6 hours and, you know, no one knows.
So
where he is.
he's unidentified, so we don't know if people may be helping him or not at this point.
But if you assume that, what's your message to anyone that may know who he is or helping him or hiding?
They know who he is, please call us as soon as
I asked
possible.
this with
Dan
all
and
due-
Steph.
I asked this with all due respect, Deputy Chief.
Come on, you
just so I can
lagger.
Process this so we can bring this person to justice. He was in the building, but we don't have video of him in the building, or we have video, we just don't know if it's him. Do you think that he went into a bathroom, got dressed, and then came out? And secondly, could the president of the university address, does anybody have access to that building? I mean, you can't go in a building without a pass key anywhere. So
I'll take both of those. As has been said, and we'll say again, the video that we have and the video that we will
they're
be
slow.
sharing
You
when
gotta
we conclude
repeat to
this
the
update
media,
is of
because they're
the suspect
retarded.
leaving the building. We are combing through lots of video, both on campus, through private cameras. Providence Police, with the great assistance from our federal partners and others, is combing through any video we can find. And again, to the community, if you have some of those Ring cameras or other video that you think might be relevant,
I have
please
one
call us and
reporter.
share it with us. We do
So,
not at this time
you
have
guys
video that we have
said that
seen
he
of the
wasn't in
individual
the
coming into the
building,
building or moving throughout the building. But
but
that
you're
doesn't
looking
mean
through
that we
video
will
of
not
the
discover
building
it.
when
We are
he's not on the
actively
camera.
working this investigation as we
But
speak.
you said that he
It has
came
been
out
a
of the
priority
building.
for us to give updates when we
Yeah.
have them. That's why we're here right
Common
now.
sense tells
When
you
we
they
have
haven't
more
seen the
information, we will
suspect
share
on
it.
footage yet.
As was reported at the earlier press conference
Wow.
from the provost, because there were exams taking place, the outer doors of the building were unlocked. There were sure to be doors inside the building that were locked and that require badge access, but the outer doors were unlocked because it was 4 o'clock while exams were taking place. That was reported earlier. That
I'm sure they
remains
have
true
residents
now.
on building
Please,
too
Steph.
that have access cards,
Do you have any reason to
like
believe that
certain
the
qualified people.
We don't know.
President Paxton, could you talk directly to the students? They've been on lockdown, what about meals, what if someone has a medical emergency?
Right.
If you could talk directly to the students right now. that have
President,
been-
if you could walk behind the.
It's actually a pretty good press conference.
That have been in.
I mean, I know the students are anxious, and I know they're in very constant communication with loved ones and parents through social media and on their phones.
Rightfully so.
If we hear that students need support, if they have a medical issue or something like that, we will address it. Our major priority right now is for their safety.
President Paxton, could you confirm that several of.
Well, you should also be worried about finding the
I
suspect as
cannot
well.
confirm that.
President, how are you doing today?
Just a little thought.
Processing all this?
Yeah, it's hard to process. I was on a plane to DC when it happened and flew right back, and I'm catching up right now. But,
President, with all due
yeah.
respect, 6 hours after the shooting, and you said you don't know what was going on in that classroom? How does that happen? Were they taking an exam? Were they meeting for a club?
I don't know. I don't know.
6 hours later, you're the president, and you don't know.
I do not know.
Mayor,
That's
do they
kind of
have any
concerning.
showcasing?
Unbelievable.
As a result of any determination been made about the style of weapon?
Yes, there's shell casings, but we're not going to release any specific information about that type of evidence.
As more time goes by, do you think that without having the identity of the suspect, I think that aids in his ability to get further away from law enforcement?
As I mentioned, we've got over 400 officers on the ground right now. Every minute matters. We know every minute matters. And other than the people you see standing behind you, everyone else right now is out on the streets working hard to bring this individual to justice and to bring some confidence and safety and security to our
There you
residents. And
go.
that's what all the people
At
who
least
should be
give the
doing
people
are
that, give them
doing that, are
something to
focused
hold on to. for
We will
comfort.
continue to provide updates as they are available. We will continue to do regular briefings.
Seems a
Please
little
stay
lackadaisical,
informed to our
don't it?
press
Like
list.
they're
If you're
not
on our
really
press list,
in a
please let
rush
us
or
know.
nothing.
You can find any of the individuals back there who can sign you up for the press list. That's all the updates we have for this time. We will share the video that was referred to several times to that same list. So if you need to be on the email list, you can see Josh here or a couple other staff people in the back. Thank you. That's our updates for now. That's all the time we have, and we will be back here when we have more to share. We will continue to do regular updates. Thank you.
There you guys have it.
All right, so soon we're gonna have access to that video.
Email.
Is there another press conference tonight?
Probably. We'll try to give you
No, I know,
updates.
just
Yeah.
so we can plan.
I'm expecting to do one more tonight. Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Here?
Yes.
Okay. Can I ask you?
is right now. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's been almost an hour. I'm gonna stop it here, and I will pop back on when there's anything else to let you know about.
Hang on one.
So, thank you all for coming on, and I will be doing another one of these pretty soon, and I hope you guys appreciate it. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and share with other people as well if you don't mind, because my followers are very sad right now, and I need to get some more. So I would appreciate that as well. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for being on here with me. Later.